Hey everybody, welcome to the stream and welcome to another day in Azeroth. Hope everybody is doing well this Friday. What is new? What is good, guys? We are going to do some Zul'Farrak runs today. Kind of behind the leveling here, but we don't really have anywhere else to go.
Potential customer.
So maybe we can get a few ZF runs in that'll get us back on track. And if not, we're going to have to think about doing some travel. And where would that be to?
Have a good one.
So I'm going to put myself right into the queue. And we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, we should probably pick up some of the ZF quests. That music, you can't really call it music, but whatever it is, sure does get loud. There we go. Alright, nope, neither of you. Scarab shells. Scarab shells and what else? Troll Juju. Okay. I think these are the only ones we can pick up here. I think there's one to pick up in the Shimmering Flats.
Goodbye.
So maybe we have to run up to the Shimmering Flats really quick. Or maybe not. Encrusted Tailfins and Goblin sponsorship. Okay. Maybe we didn't do a prior quest. Maybe it's part of a chain. But we don't have it, so... I'm just gonna run out into the wilderness and kind of resume where we were last time. We were having a really hard time fighting warlocks. It was quite miserable. So let's go see how it is gonna be today. We saw Khalif and we didn't get him. Somebody pulled them and then they would not accept my invite. They just killed them with the invite up. It was a hunter. We might have to fire up a Horde alt soon. Very soon. If I want to do the run, I'm going to have to put it together myself, aren't I? Like, if I actually want to go do Zul'Farrak, I'm going to have to put the group together myself. That's, not really what I was in the mood for. We're gonna wait on that. And maybe in a little bit, Belmont will show up and he'll put the group together for me. Orc Shaman? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, because I kind of want to... If I'm going to have an alt, I kind of want it to feel drastically different than this. Which probably means that it can't be melee. Could do something nutty like a mage. Well, we leveled. Maybe that'll help us against these guys. Because these guys have been kicking the crap out of us. So that's level 44. Alright, what are we doing with our talent points? Yeah, let's put another point into Second Wind. Orcs can't be mages in Classic, can they? Can orcs be mages? No, they can't. That's impossible. I think trolls can be mages. I don't think orcs can be mages in Classic. They could be warlocks. An undead arcane mage. Oh man, is arcane even viable right now? Arcane is usually either not viable, or, like, the thing you have to do to play it properly is so hard or tedious that you don't want to do it. I wish they'd make Arcane cool. Like, my wish list for Classic Plus includes an Arcane spec that's fun to play. Because I love the Arcane Mage vibe, but it so often happens that the gameplay of it is bad. Or it's not bad, but it's really, like, high skill ceiling. You have to, like, really dig into the minutiae of what's happening and all of your timing, how it plays out. I don't like that. So probably not Arcane. We'd probably just have to go Frost, like every other mage. I don't think I've seen an Arcane mage. We'd probably have to level Frost. So that's out. That's too boring. Can't do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we might be doing something soon. We could do an Elemental Shaman. I don't know what that plays like. Oh my god. Let's see. 43. Maybe I'll just try to finish this quest. I have to kill 5 more Shadow Mages, which feels very daunting. Like the Shadow Mage fights, very tough on a warrior. I'm not Fury, and I'm not gonna go Fury till Outland. Like, I can't kill these guys. We just have to get the fuck out of Tannerus. I can't be in Tannerus right now. I'm not the right level to be in Tannerus. I can't be here on this character. I must leave. I don't even know if I can hang out for ZF. I think I just have to get the hell out of here. Because I can't kill those guys. Like one-on-one, I simply can't kill them. So I think I'm done for this area. That's like the 4th or 5th time that one of them has killed me, and I'm just not, I can't deal with it. Oh my god. Okay, where am I gonna go? Probably nowhere in Kalimdor. Unless... Nope. Level 39. Everything else is level 39 here. Level 39 there. Okay. That's like 3 quests. That's not really a lot of anything. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna try to do one ZF run before I just leave this area and maybe never come back. I've invited multiple other people and they won't take the invite. This is that thing again where people look at a warrior tank and they're like, yeah, I'm not grouping up with a warrior tank, not gonna waste my time with a warrior tank. Like this person here and this person here, like they don't want a warrior tank. I've invited them both twice and they have declined both times. And it's that same shit we were seeing the other day. I'm not gonna take another warrior and I'm not gonna double up on shamans. I could take this 40, that's pretty low, and DPS, he's not going to do any DPS as Shadow, so we have to wait. Let's edit our listing so we don't look like garbage. There we go. Perfect. I've already done all of Dustswallow. Did that the other day. We went to Dustswallow at like 38, 39. Oh, I think all my gear sucks. Like, everything about my character sucks right now. My weapons are bad, my gear is bad. It's all gotten very bad. My professions are good. My inventory space is good. But everything else is bad. My gear is actually so bad that I really don't know how I am going to tank this. I don't even know if I can. That's how bad my gear is. It's like, I'm actually not sure if I can even tank it. It might not be ethical of me to even try. Yeah, the problem is I didn't go to the Badlands. We didn't do any questing in the Badlands. Not that there's a lot. There's like 5 quests. but I guess I kind of needed to do them. And then we didn't go to Swamp of Sorrows. Same thing there. There's like 5 or 6 quests. But I guess I really did need those 5 or 6 quests. So we skipped those 2 zones. What else did we skip? We didn't do anything in Desolace. We probably should have at least done the Centaur quest and a couple other things in Desolace. We skipped all of Desolace. I think we just skipped too much shit on this character. Like, I was really pleased with, like, what level we were in Stranglethorn, but we had skipped so much shit that it caught up to us. And it caught up to... because we need to be over level. As a warrior, like, I can't be fighting yellow mobs. In trash gear, as a warrior, like, without the best enchants and the best gear, like, I can't be fighting yellow mobs. Like, I have to be fighting green mobs. But to do that, I would have had to do Badlands. And I would have had to do Swamp of Sorrows. And I would have had to do Desolace if I wanted to continue doing green quests, like, into Ungoro. So now I've screwed myself. So now really the only thing I can do is I can dungeon grind a bit to catch up, except nobody wants to get into a group with a warrior tank because they know they don't hold threat as well as a paladin tank. And that's where we're at. Hinterlands. Ooh, I mean, Hinterlands is like 48 to 52, I think, but I'll check. I will have a look. 40 to 50. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like, we can try these. It might be very similar to here. It looks like we're going to be fighting yellow stuff. 45, 44, 46. Like, we should be able to do these fine. Like, if I didn't have gear that was really old and mostly junk, then we'd probably be able to do these and it'd be no problem. But then again, I should probably be able to do this level 44 quest too, and I have failed at that so far. So, like, yes, this will be somewhere we go, absolutely. I just don't know if it helps me with my current predicament. It might. I don't know. Azara's more like 52, isn't it? Like, I think there's stuff in Azara in like the 50s. I'll check. 45 to 50. Yeah, nothing for me yet. I don't know if maybe the Horde has some lower level stuff, but like for Alliance, like, I don't remember getting anything here until much higher level. Not that there's a lot, right? But there's a couple. No, it's just that I skipped all the zones we should have done. Like, there's really nothing for us now. We shouldn't really be in a bind, but here we are. And some of these are like close, like 37. That's going to be basically no. That's going to be no XP, and the mobs are going to be gray. Level 43 might be something, but the other two are going to be like basically gray. This one's going to be gray. We just let a few too many zones slip away from us. They'd rather wait than take a warrior tank. Yes, absolutely, because if they wait for a paladin tank, they'll be able to play the game the way they want to, the way they think is fun. And so they can wait and they can have fun and have a nice smooth run, or they can come with me and they can know that, like, they're gonna pull aggro sometimes. They're gonna open up with a rain of fire or some shit, and like, I'm not gonna be able to hold threat on everything, and they know that because I don't got Consecrate and I'm not a Paley. I don't have Righteous Fury, and so they would rather wait and play the game how they want and have fun than to have to come with me and watch their threat. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's how they have fun. Like, that is the way they want to play the game. And that is okay. It really fucks me over as a warrior trying to tank, but what they're doing isn't wrong. It's just how they enjoy the game. And it's just, we're just in a bind, you know? We have times when there are, it's not everybody. It's not every DPS that acts like this, but these two, neither of them want to go with a warrior tank. Like, it won't be everybody. You know, but in the meantime, we're going to lose some people who are, they're sitting here waiting, like they could jump into this other group. This has a warrior tank too. Let's see if these guys will jump into his group. Maybe they, here's the other thing. they could know who I am, unfortunately, because some people do, and they could just not like me. They could just be like, well, I don't want to go into the group with this fucking streaming idiot and just have him talk shit about me the entire time. So they could just be avoiding me personally. That's also a possibility. I think the days where I name my character after myself are over. And any subsequent characters are going to have RP names. At least that way people who are not hanging out in the stream won't know who I am. And I won't be like kept out of groups just because I'm streaming. Oh boy. Alright, I realize we're just running circles now. Warriors can't be that bad. Warriors are not that bad. But warriors struggle to hold AoE threat. Warriors are actually really good tanks when it comes to like taking damage and stuff like that. But we can't get snap aggro on 5 or 6 mobs. We can't go round up like 5 to 8 mobs and get snap aggro on all of it and hold it over Rain of Fire and Blizzards and whatever other AoEs people are going to fire off. We can't. We don't have the tools to do it. We need a second. We need a second. We got to go in with a thunderclap. We got to get off a demoralizing shout. Maybe we got to get a cleave in. Maybe put a couple sunders up. Okay, now you can... No. They don't want to wait that long to open up. They want to press their abilities right now. Right freaking meow. And if they can't press their abilities right now, they're not having a good time. And so they absolutely are just going to wait for a pally. Because all pally has to do is press one button. It's called Consecrate. And as long as they have Righteous Fury up, and they press Consecrate, and they've salved their DPS, then for the most part, the DPS are going to be able to do whatever they want. They're going to be able to press the buttons right freaking meow, and have a good time. And, like, who are we to hold them back, you know? We gotta find one more sucker, I mean DPS, to join my group. You know what else I realized? We stopped seeing druid tanks too. For a minute, we were seeing plenty of druid tanks like a couple characters ago. But I guess the community decided that druids were not good tanks either. And it just seems like the community has decided that Pally is really the only viable, the only good tank. Which is interesting, because like I said, like a couple months ago, it wasn't like that. We didn't see warrior tanks. But we saw tons of druid tanks. And it feels like now, like, no, not so much. One tank to rule them all, I guess. I guess if you want a tank, it makes your class choice easy. And if you want to play anything besides Paladin, it makes the choice to tank difficult. Dude, I've been pugging for 23 years. It's fine. This is my life, man. Sometimes I have people I play with, but a lot of times, like, I don't have any friends, so... But I've been pugging for over 2 decades. It's absolutely okay. Will I regret it? Possibly. Will it be a hell of a time? Well, perhaps. But that's just part of it. Like, there are some people who I will play with who come and they hang out, but a lot of people who hang out on this channel, like, they're not able to play right then. Either they don't play, or they're not able to play during the times that I'm playing. And so, like, there's not a lot of people, like, I can't just be like, hey, chat, I don't got 1,000 people in the chat to be like, hey, chat, who wants to come along with this? And have people, like, popping out of the seams to come along in my group, you know what I mean? Mostly people are just chilling, they're having their day, and they're hanging out in the meantime. No, I'm not in a guild. Well, I mean, I'm in a guild, but I'm not active in the guild. And the guild I'm in is an endgame guild. There's not a lot of people leveling. Listen, I can't be active in a guild and, like, active in guild chat and run a stream and play the game. Like, and I had to figure that out a long time ago. Like, I'm not really active in any guilds, and I can't really be active in a guild because of what I'm doing and the nature of what I'm doing. I can't split my attention that many different ways. And so, yeah, so here we are. So, like, I am in a guild, but it's just like it's a raiding guild that I don't raid in. It's just a friends guild. There's not a ton of people online in it leveling. And even if there were, like, it'd be the same to me, like, pulling from a group of guildies who I don't know because I don't have time to socialize with them is exactly the same as queuing up and getting into a pug for me. It makes no difference. If it's someone that I don't know and someone that I don't really interact with, then it's the exact same thing as a pug, regardless of whether they're in my guild or not. And so that's why I don't bother joining, like, a leveling guild. Because even if I'm just pulling from a leveling guild chat, like, it's the same thing. It's not going to yield necessarily a better result for me. Okay. I mean, I have to take what I can get, I guess, at this point if I want to go outward. See how we're just losing people. I don't know if this run's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen. And furthermore, I'm not really sure what the rest of my day looks like if it doesn't happen. The rest of my day may not look like this. It is quite something to be playing a class that the entire gaming community has decided, like, they don't really want this class around anymore. It's quite a feeling, you know. It's been that feeling, and that feeling's been growing over, like, what, the past, like, week and a half. I feel like that has been growing. This growing sense that, like, nobody wants warrior tanks, nobody wants warriors around. Like, people are sick of it, and they're, you know, they've moved off of it. And so, man, like, playing that class, ooh-wee, that's quite a sensation. I gotta see if I can get a druid. Where to? I don't know, man. At this point, off a cliff, maybe. There we go. Jesus, how long did that take? 30 minutes. 30 minutes to put that one together, and I had a healer right away, you know? We had a healer right away, and it took 30 minutes to put the run together, because people hate me. Or they hate the warrior, or some combination of column A and column B. And back to the demon hunter. Oh, no, I can't. Nope. Now I'm gonna go... I'm gonna roll some kind of alt. I'm gonna fire up an alt soon. I'm gonna level this warrior, but this is gonna be the last warrior that I play. This is, well, let me say, this is the last warrior tank that I'll play. This is the last time that I'm ever gonna roll a warrior with the intentions of tanking on it. That is done. Dave, you heard they're adding edit mode to all classic era servers. Ooh, that's really good news. That, if that happens, that increases the likelihood of a hardcore run by about 15%. If they just adding edit mode to classic era realms, that increases the odds of a hardcore run by 15% on its own. Ooh, oh, I want them. They gotta give me these. I want these health bars too. I want all of it. I want all of it. I want them to give me edit mode. I want the whole kit. But just having the edit mode go a long way. But now I'm attached to these health bars too. I really like how my debuffs appear above the health bar. I really like being able to like clearly see the HP of the mobs and stuff like that. It's super readable and it just looks really clean. And so now I'm attached to these health bars. What's the base chance of a hardcore tune? Only about 10%. It's like with rain, there's always like a 10% chance for it to rain in the area where I live. Just because of clouds and moisture and humidity and lakes. It's that. There's always a 10% base chance of a hardcore run. And then like, the longer we go between like a classic release, it starts to creep up by increments of 5%. So like right now we're sitting at like a base, we're sitting at like a 20%. Between the base 10% and how long TBC is gone with no news of anything on the horizon, including WAD or anything, we're up to like 20%. If you add edit mode, we're up to 35%. And then we have a 35% chance that when I pick up another character, it's a hardcore character. So we're getting closer. And when we hit phase 3 of TBC, that's gonna spike it another 10%. Like when the next phase hits and I'm still not caring about endgame stuff or doing any raiding whatsoever because I don't really want to. And then it goes up again, right? Hardcore warrior tank. Hardcore warrior tank. I don't know about that. I am uncertain that's what it will be. No, you know what? I'd love to do a shaman on hardcore. Yeah, I'd love to do like a one-hander and shield. Like, either would be fine, but preferably enhancement. I really should head to the stone, you know? That'd be the responsible thing to do. Would I ever do an OnlyFans event if invited? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Like, why turn it down? I'm gonna play WoW every day anyway. But I don't think any of those people know who I am or care to associate. And I don't blame them. I know, I gotta go to the stone. I'm on my way. I swear to God I'm coming. I just keep getting into fights. I'm on my way. I'm seriously going to the stone right now. I'm coming. See, this is what happens to me is like, when it takes 33 minutes to get the group together, I just kind of become apathetic to doing the run. Like, clearly there's something wrong with me, but this is what happens. It's like, if it takes me 30 minutes to get everyone assembled, by the time everyone's assembled, I'm like, I'm not really in the mood to do the run, because now I've gotten into the flow of questing, you know? I've had to get through whatever pain point I'm struggling with, and then I get into a flow of just killing stuff, and then it's like, oh, I'm totally demotivated to do the run. But like, why? We should go do the run. We put through all the effort of putting the run together. I have some of the quests. I don't have all the quests. Let's just try. Let's just try to get through it. Yeah. My head's not on straight for much besides running around in circles fighting stuff and talking to you guys. Honestly, it's been a day already, IRL. And still here we are. So no, I'm not fit for much. But maybe I can pull it together and we can tank this thing. Or if we don't want to do horde side, maybe we can fire up our hunter reroll, and we can do night elf hunter reroll. Part 2, the hunting. All right, I think we're ready. They look kind of ready. All right, I have keybind issues like right away I got problems. And my problem is that I don't have my transfer stance button set up properly. I'm set up to transfer into Berserker from battle, and I need to set it up to go into defensive from battle stance. Easy fix. What really helps a warrior tank is having a Wind Fury totem in the group. Robert, don't you mean a shaman? No, just a Wind Fury totem. Doesn't matter really if the shaman's there or not. No, the shaman's kicking ass. Ooh, he's a Ellie shaman. I haven't seen an Ellie shaman. Every shaman we get has been either a healer or they have been melee. This guy's blasting with just lightning bolt, man. Oh, that seems cool. You just hardcast lightning bolts and it does that much damage? That's pretty freaking sweet. There's the quest I couldn't find. That's the quest that I thought was a pickup in the Shimmering Flats, that it didn't look like it was on the map. So I appreciate being shared that. Yeah, for some reason we haven't seen a lot of Ellie Shamis. Maybe that's something that you see more at when you get into Outland stuff. Obviously, like, did a bunch of Outland dungeons on our level 67 Pally, the Blood Elf Pally, but I don't remember seeing Ellie Shamis then either. I don't know. Maybe it's just not a commonly played spec. Just for reasons. You know what the hassle is always, totems are the hassle. Well, just like the idea of laying down all of them, which I guess you don't have to do. When I solo, I never lay them all down. It's a huge pain. I mean, I feel like we're going good so far. Like, so far it's been okay. I mean, I could probably tank this in my sleep as long as, like, I don't get too distracted. Because, you know, I've only done it about a bazillion times in my life. I'd love to be able to pull stats like that. Like, out of my brain, like, literally just hook my brain into a computer. Because somewhere in my subconscious, like, I know, like, I know how many times I've done ZF, you know, like, way deep down. If I could just, like, be put under hypnosis and maybe count them up or hook myself into a computer, I'd love to be able to pull stats about, like, stuff like that. Like, how many times have I tanked ZF in my life? The number is probably quite freaking high. Same thing with, like, how many hours of WoW I've played. I'd love to get stats on that. Oh my god, this is a Moonfire Druid too. We have an Ellie Shami and a Balanced Druid in the same group. I think this must be some kind of like rare occurrence. I don't think we've seen any Balanced Druids. Oh wow. There we go. There's our alt. We'll just go full were chicken. What does it mean when his health bar turns orange? Like, what was that about? Does that mean he's healing or he has a heal effect on him? It's trying to it's turning color and trying to convey something. Or maybe that means I'm losing threat? I don't know. It could be a threat thing. Yeah, maybe it's an aggro thing. Yeah, well, then again, no. Because, look, I don't have aggro and he's still red. So it can't be an aggro thing. Well, I don't know. Like, maybe it is. It should be an aggro thing. In fact, that's what we're missing. Display aggro highlights. How about and flash? Okay, let's try that. They want to skip this? Well, that's understandable. Yeah, it is doing something with the colors, I guess. But maybe only while I have them targeted. I don't know. We're not using any add-ons for nameplates. These are the modern nameplates which they have put into the anniversary realms. So this is all in-game stuff. This is all the same options that you would have in modern WoW you now have on the anniversary realms. And they didn't ask. They were like, do y'all want these? They were like, you are getting these and let me tell you why. And so they have a whole post explaining why they put these in the game. Because yeah, it wasn't like a do you want these or need these type of thing. It was like, we need the game to have these, and so we're putting these into the game. I like them. I think they're awesome. But clearly I don't know everything about them yet. My nameplates aren't acting as though I'm a tank, though. In a way, like, I feel like... okay. I'll have to look more into, like, exactly what those are trying to do. Because they don't seem to be alerting me when I'm losing aggro, like, it's really hard to read them. And I wonder if I just have them set up wrong. Like, down here it's telling me, like, a truer... The colors around the player boxes are telling me a truer tale of what the aggro situation is like. And I would like that to be, like, reflected in alerting to me up here where the nameplate is, so I don't have to look down here to see who's pulling aggro. Valnentia, man, I don't think I've greeted anyone today, brother. Don't take it personally. A lot of days I greet everyone that comes in. Some days I don't feel like it, so I don't do it. And today is one of those days. .34 attack power and 14 attack power. Okay, I've never really seen something itemized quite like that. But I'll take it, because that's a lot of attack power. And I'm the only person that can wear it. So there we go. 48 attack power. And that's it. No stam, no strength. No, nothing. It looks like they would like to pop zombies, which I am in for. We're gonna break for mana after this. Because the well, the healer doesn't need it. You know, only the Shami really needs it, but yeah, he's basically so we're gonna take a little break after this pull. Oh, that's right, they dropped Troll Temper as well. We definitely didn't really get any Troll Temper whatsoever. He doesn't seem like he really wants to drink. Okay, maybe... No, he just doesn't care. I can't make him care about mana. Can't make him care about it. The Pally has an interesting outfit. It's because he's wearing some cloth. You know, since he's healing, looks like he's got a cloth hat on, looks like he's got cloth pants. Possibly some kind of mail chest. Cloth gloves. Cloth shoulders. Yep. Oh, leather. Cloth. Mail. Plate. Cloth. He's got a mismatch. Like a hodgepodge of different armor types. Oh, we got one more grave back here. And then that'll be a full clear of the graves, which you don't get in every ZF run. A lot of times people don't seem like they want to do it. It's worth quite a chunk of XP. And in a world where it takes 35 minutes to get a group together, it's probably worth doing.
Sands consume you.
Did this guy just drop a green item? No, he did not. I hope that's not what he dropped. Like, does that kind of crap loot even exist in TBC era? Apparently it does. He dropped a green. Wow. I guess the reward was really all the kill XP from the mobs, because yeah, that sucks. Oh yeah, these guys, they will constantly turn the tank into a frog. It's a really fun little area to tank. Thankfully, we're getting dispels, like, instantly. And so that helps a lot. It helps that we have classes that can actually get me out of it. They're doing it back to back. That's so rude. It's really interesting that most of the druid's damage, like 50% of it or more, is moonfire. That's interesting. Alright, everybody's favorite event, the pyramid.
Let the executions begin.
Okay, I didn't mean to pull that many. In all fairness, I fucked that up. I never have seen them all pull like that. So yeah, I fucked that up. Oh my god, I give up. It's time to turn in my tanking credentials and hang up my guns, because I think I'm done with it. I'm gonna let somebody with more presence of mind think about it. Too many darts! My body cannot absorb so many darts all at once. I don't know. It's been a day. I don't think I should be a tank. I think I should just let more, like, aware people do it. I make good choices about 98% of the time on autopilot. And then, you know, it's the 2% of the time that becomes a real problem. Oh, now I gotta get schooled on it, which is what I deserve, because they assume that if I fuck up that badly, I must not know what I'm doing. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing, it's just that I didn't do. You know, I just didn't do. But now I gotta take the verbal feedback, swallow it, go sword and board. What board? What board and sword would you mean? No, I just the idea is just don't pull 100 fucking mobs like a complete idiot. That's simple enough. I thought they were still coming into where I could charge in and grab a group and pull that group away before the rest became active. That was like something that was in my mind, if anything was in my mind. I thought I can charge in, like, stomp a group and pull back before the rest become active, it'll be fine. But I've never seen every single mob become active like that all at once. That's when you wish you had 3 frost mages in the group just to clean it up. Oof, I gotta this isn't retail burn. I know, it's such a burn and it's like so untrue. Because listen, how many other times in the dungeon did I pull like 1 mob or 2 mobs? Like, he knows I'm not a retail tank. Like, I get why he said that. He's frustrated that I just got everybody killed. And it burns, yeah. Because it's not even true in this case. When I see a wall of feedback like that, I don't really read it. You know, because I know it's not applicable to what happened. If I thought there was going to be information in there for me, I would look at it, but the only information I need is just like, oh, we'll be more careful, obviously. Get some gear upgrades. Oh, I'm broke. I can't afford anything on this character. This character has cost me dearly. I've blown lots and lots and lots of golds on like weapons for this character and stuff already. More than I should have. I think I got gold hanging out on somebody. Who has gold still? Let's see. Oh, my priest has gold, thank God, and all that gold has to stay on my priest because I can't keep wasting gold on this warrior. This warrior that, you know, most of the time no groups even want a warrior most of the time. So I'm gonna have to save my money. I think that's run. I think that's just the end of the run, right? Like we don't get to do anything else. I think it's just run over. Because nothing can happen now. Like we can't get back here without those guys being alive. I'm pretty sure that's just the end of the run. Like we can clean these guys up. Like you can go this way if you have mallet, but without a guy to be alive to come open this up, that's it. I don't know if the boss comes out or anything. Pretty sure that's a rip. They should despawn soon. Okay, but we got all those NPCs killed though. We got all the other NPCs, we got them murdered. Do the NPCs respawn? I don't know. Look, they're still all running up the pyramid. I'm not sure if they do. You'd have to probably reset the instance. Yeah, I just, you know, I think, I don't know if these guys are ever gonna despawn. Or if we ought to figure out a way to pull them, because the boss is up at least. Like, what happens if I do this? Okay. Well, that's manageable. These guys are not elites. We're gonna do the pyramid event from the other side, apparently. Which I guess prevents them running at us. But this door over here, this door is never gonna get opened, you know? Now what? If I do this, if I pull her, who's she gonna come with? She only brought one guy with her. They're like going up the pyramid, but some of them are running back down the pyramid. I'm not exactly sure what the hell is going on. I think we've like completely bugged this place out. But if we can just kill this boss, that'd be great. It'd be like, you know, consolation prize for me ruining the run for everybody. I'm worried about pulling this next group. Did we get a... Oh, we didn't get a boss with that, but we did get an elite. Oh my gosh. Shit, that brought a bunch. Alright, well. Could have been worse. Did we lose the bosses? Oh, you know what? The bosses despawned. Yeah, I think the bosses are gone. I think I felt like they were out for a minute. But I don't see them now. Am I tanking without a shield? Yes. Just like every other tank, I am. Just like every other tank pre-60, I am tanking without a shield. Yep, I know. Feel free to espouse your own opinion like it's fact. Did you see that sick rail grind I did? That was a pretty sick rail grind. I don't know what's going on with this event anymore. I think I need help. God. I mean, I see bosses down there, so you're telling me there's a chance. There's a chance we can kill these bosses. Oh, God. We need a break for the healer to get his mana back. No, it's probably... Don't ever look at anything I'm doing and think that it's any good. It's probably not. Yeah. If you see me doing something, you should just Google what you ought to do. Do not do what I'm doing. It is probably not meta. It can be because I don't know what is, so... And he dropped the polearm. Oh boy, we don't use polearms. We probably ought to. I feel bad taking it, but hey, you only live once. We don't even know polearms yet. We gotta get that train back in Stormwind, I think. We can go this way at least. We can never go that way because without the goblin alive to unlock it, you just don't get in. I don't really want to pull this group over here at all. I just don't really want to deal with them. I think I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to wait here and we're going to pull the lady when she pats around. I don't think there's any reason to pull this other group. Just seems like a way to get myself killed at this point. Tierra of the Deep. That goes back to Tabitha in Dustwallow Marsh. And I don't think anybody has a mallet. Nobody has a mallet. We can't. Oh man. Alright, I think this run is over. No mallets. Alright, I mean... basically this is all my fault. Not the mallet part. Just everything else. So did we get any of the other questing done? No. 3 out of 5, 9 out of 20, no rod. I don't even know where the rod comes from. No Gazrila. We only got Tierra of the Deep. So, you know, in the future we'll probably have to do more runs. I think... I'm not going to do any more today unless Belmont comes on. If he comes on and wants to run one, then I will. If not, we'll just save it for another day. Fire Bloom. Do we need Fire Bloom? Yeah, we absolutely need Fire Bloom. Fire Bloom is yellow. Guaranteed skill up. I think we need to repair. We need to empty our inventory, and we got 2 more Shadow Mages to take out for this quest. So I suppose we ought to just go do that. Maybe we should be looking at questing in Feralas too, to see, you know, like what level that starts at. Oh, my add-ons aren't working. Oh yeah, well, to scout this out I would really need Questy to work. Let's try to reload. I think there might be some level 42 quests, like some of the beginning stuff on Feathermoon Stronghold. Might be level 42, might be a bit easier than the stuff we have going on out here. And maybe that's my missing link. I would really like for this just to work. That'd be freaking amazing. Alright, do I need an update? Everything is up to date. Questy's completely up to date. Maybe I'm just not being patient enough. No, it just isn't working. Maybe it got toggled off. Sometimes it gets toggled off. Yeah, okay. It somehow got toggled off. 43, 43, 44, 47... 46. Yeah, like, it's about the same level bracket, but maybe we can make our way over there. I know, like, the Naga stuff on the island is actually pretty easy to do. It's a nice little area. Let's finish up this quest. We'll empty our inventory. We'll finish this one, and then maybe we'll... What's going on out to the east? Oh, that's the pirate... Oh, we need to grab Screecher Spirits before we go into Feralas. We can do that on the way to the stronghold, actually. Alright. Plan is coming together.
Keep it real. What's up? Glad I could help.
Alright, let's go get our last 2 Shadow Mages, then we'll shoot out to Steamweedle Port. And then it will be into Feralas with us. Oh, we're having lag. That's the perfect thing to happen right now. I love it. The lag is right on time. Maybe we should grind turtles for a while. To level up our cooking a bit. But that could be something we can do over here on the eastern coast. Level 43, maybe not. Maybe we come back and grind these when we're level 46 or 47, that way they'll be green. That will probably make for a better time. I'm not going to pick up any other quest yet besides this one. As it is, I don't know how we're going to quest in Feralas. I don't have any room in my quest log. I guess if we're not going to be here, I could drop these wanted poster quests, and we'll grab them when we come back. Martek the Exiled went gray. That was our Badlands breadcrumb that I just ignored. We have all this stuff still back in Stranglethorn to go back to at some point. It did not make a lot of space in my log at all. Let's turn in this breadcrumb over here, but then we're not going to grab any of the follow-ups.
You need something? See you later.
Time is money, friend.
Alright, we're going to take a flight out to the western edge of Feralas. We'll have to run from there. On the way to the stronghold, we'll look for the Screecher Spirits. I'm going to go AFK for a minute here in flight. I will be back. All right, we are back. Let's begin the run. You feel a new character brewing? Yeah, we've been talking about it a lot today. Definitely gonna have to fire up some kind of alt. Yep. It's gonna have to happen. It's only a question of what it's gonna be. No, I was gonna run until I saw the tree trunk. Tree trunk is my visual marker for when I have to abandon the road. Pretty sure that's why they put it there. Like a warning? Yeah, like a visual cue, right? It says, hey, Alliance player, look up. And then you're like, oh yeah, Torn camp. We're heading right at it. Somewhere along this route, should be able to collect some Screecher spirits. Like maybe north of the road. But south of Dire Maw, maybe even in this area right... No, there's Sprite Dragons here. I don't know if maybe back here there might be some Screechers. And then there are some Screechers like down in the High Wilderness. There are some over along the coast. They're kind of all over the place. Should definitely be able to find 3 of them before we go all the way out to Feathermoon Stronghold. Is the Outland Hero Pack good for a new player? I don't know what's in the packs. I just pay my sub and then I play. Unless I'm looking for a boost, which it's been years, I don't really look at what's in the packs. Because I just pay the sub and then that lets you play. Usually the packs will have like a mount. Maybe they'll have a boost depending on like what tier it is. It might, but I would never recommend in Classic to boost a character. That's completely pointless. So don't buy a pack if the boost is the biggest item in it. Just pay your sub, activate your sub, that's all it takes. You don't have to buy TBC to play TBC. There's nothing to buy except extras. If you have your sub active, you can play TBC Anniversary and that's it. You just log in, make a character, start playing. But don't buy a pack thinking you need to. The packs are for bonuses. Yeah, they're for the bonuses, whether it's a boost or a mount or something else. Like that's not, the game doesn't cost that to play. The game only costs $14.99 to play. Yeah, see, yep. just get the sub. Because you probably don't really need any of the extra stuff. Because if one of the things is going to be a boost, the other thing is going to be a weird looking mount. And unless you really, really want the mount, or you feel for some reason compelled to boost, which would be silly, then yeah, just activate your sub and play the game and welcome. Now let's see if I can actually find the body. Oh, there it is. Oh man, this character's feeling so weak. So very weak. It's almost not even worth it to run a warrior unless you're gonna get the best weapons and unless you're gonna get the best enchants. And we don't have the best weapons and we don't have any enchants. What we do have is lag, apparently. I see how this afternoon is going. I get it. Maybe I'm not going to bother doing this one right now. I think, like, passively, we're going to come across plenty of the Screechers as we do other quests. Like, I don't think we have to hunt these out. If we quest here at all, we're going to come across them. It's just going to happen on its own. Because they're here and there. They're scattered about. The Verdantis River. Whatever the Verdantis River is, what looks like a river here? This could be a river. This could be a river. Like, I don't really see things that are actually rivers. But with the scale of the map, I guess any of, like, these straight lines could be rivers. So, like, Camp Mojave, like, yeah, I guess maybe we have to be up there. I don't think this body of water is it. I am not going to worry about that right now. That's going to be easy enough to get whenever I want to get it. It's a long swim, but waiting for the boat's even longer. Ooh, we have an alchemy trainer here. Interesting. We have 19 out of 25 in our quest log. We might be able to pick up everything here. And I think for now I'll just go ahead and bind my Hearthstone here.
What brings you here? Goddess watch over you.
Can I assist you?
How are you? You need something?
I am honored. Go in peace.
Manifest, you got a GM message for abuse of the economy. What's that supposed to mean? It means you need to treat the economy better, my friend. And your continued abuse is not going to be tolerated around these parts. A GM, I don't think Blizz employs GMs. I think you shouldn't respond to that message at all. You should / ignore whoever sent you that message. I don't think Blizz has had GMs since like 2008.
How may I help?
If you do something wrong, I think they're just more likely just to give you a ban. Not to actually communicate with you in any way. But abuse of the economy is probably you bought real life gold. If it was a real thing and I had to guess what it was, I would say it's probably about gold buying or gold selling. I can't see that they would care about anything else. I can't think of any other way to abuse the economy.
I am listening.
Yeah, David says, you should probably just send me all your gold for safekeeping. Right, exactly. Just send it all to me, I'll hold on to it. Send the gold to me, and then if I get a message, then we know it's dirty money. You know? It's the only way to be sure. I was expecting to get a quest to go kill Naga. And I didn't. Oh, maybe we gotta go investigate the ruins first. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, we gotta investigate the ruins, then come back. Then we get the quest to kill Naga or something like that. You've been farming gold. Ooh, yeah. Like, how successful have you been? Maybe you're flying too close to the sun. Too many mats. You've triggered some kind of internal Blizzard sensors. You're playing the game too proficiently, and they'd like to ask you to stop. Please stop playing our game so much so efficiently. You're triggering our alert systems. They probably assume if you're farming that much gold, then you must be intent on selling it to other players. It's like they're like the future crimes department. You know, you haven't done anything wrong yet, but we have the feeling that you might. You got 1500 on an alt and 500 on your main. Yeah, that's not too much. I don't know. Maybe it was the rapidity with which you made the gold. Maybe you made the gold too quickly. You amassed too much wealth unexpectedly fast. Shame on you. But it's probably just not even real. It's like I said, I don't know if Blizz actually has GMs like in the game. Who would do that job? They'd have to pay somebody to do it. And what kind of job would that be? It seems like the kind of position they would have purged long ago. It is a scam. Yeah, that was my initial thought. Was that it was like a phishing attempt, basically. They're trying to fish you. Now they're fishing people in game. Like, nobody believes that Blizzard pays GMs. They'll probably be like, look, you just give us your ill-gotten gold and we won't turn your account off. You know, that's probably what it would come to if you continue to dialogue. They'd be, just send us the gold, you know, we know you're cheat, just send us the gold and we won't turn off your account. The bot masters are getting mad. Yeah, they probably look for people on the auction house who are very active and who seem to be making quite a bit of money, and then they probably target those people with phishing attempts to see if they can, like, get into their accounts and stuff, you know? They probably try to look at the most active people on the AH. You might say the economy itself is abusive to the players, not the other way around.
I am honored. What brings you here?
Vishnu Del Diab. How may I help?
You're undercutting by 10 plus gold. Oh yeah, that's why they're out to get you. That's a lot of gold to undercut. Back in, I think it was like Cataclysm or Mop when I was streaming that, like, I got flamed so hard by people for undercutting, like, by 1 gold. I was just undercutting 1 gold to sell my stuff quickly, and people in my chat, people who had been calm, normal people, lost it. They completely flipped. And said it was immoral. Like, it was crazy. Like, people who'd been around the channel consistently for a while, I undercut by 1 gold on a bunch of ore or something back in Mop or Cat, and people lost it. So that's not right for you to do that. I'm like, what? It's a video game economy. I think it's fine. If I had undercut by 10 gold though, like, I can't imagine how they would have, like, just imploded. That's brutal. Yeah, if Blizz wants to take an action on your account, I will tell you, they're not going to talk to you about it first. If Blizz is going to take an action on your account, it's going to be a ban that happens automatically. And then you're just going to have to try to get in touch with somebody to figure out what's going on. Like, they may or may not even email you, but they're definitely never going to contact you in the game. They're never going to send you a whisper. They're never going to contact you that way. If you do something real bad, they're just going to ban you for 30 days. No, undercutting is not manipulation. Undercutting is just how an economy works. If you want to sell something and you want to sell it faster, then you're going to undercut the competition. It's completely natural. An unnatural situation would be one where all the sellers got together and they said, okay guys, you know, we're all selling this stuff. Let's make sure nobody sells it underneath this threshold. Let's keep these prices high. That would be the abuse, is if people were to get together and collectively decide for their own benefit to artificially keep prices high. When somebody comes into the market and they undercut, that's a natural force that's supposed to happen in a capitalist market. There's supposed to be entrepreneurs that come in and they offer something that currently exists, but they do it for a lower price. And that creates variance in economy, which keeps that inflation from getting out of control. So, by undercutting by that much, you're serving a crucial role in a capitalist system of making sure prices eventually come down. Because otherwise, prices would stay high, and then people would work together to make sure they get higher and higher. I didn't get that good of a grade in economics. I studied economics later in my life. I'm sure I flunked out in high school too. It was just something that I got interested in like in my 20s. We are running low on bandages. Ooh, we've got lots of Purple Lotus here. Purple Lotus is guaranteed Herbalism skill ups right now. We just passed 250 Herbalism. how do you know what an item is worth if you're new to the market? You just look it up on the auction house and just see what people are selling it for. That's what I do. Like if I have an item and I think, well, maybe I could sell that, I just search it on the auction house. I see what the current going price is. And then I decide how much I want to undercut that price by. And a lot of times that works. There may be other resources that I don't know about. There's probably add-ons that will just tell you what the auction house value is. Like add-ons that'll scan the auction house and you can just hover over the item and it'll tell you. Alright, that's 10 out of 10. That was a nice, slow drop rate. Allowed us to do a little bit of grinding out here. This is actually a pretty good grind spot for us. It's nice to fight some green enemies for a change. Let's go back and turn this one in.
Goddess, watch over you.
Ishnu Daldiel.
I am listening. Greetings.
Do I always put up a stream and push it back and back and back? Yes, I do that just to annoy you specifically. Most streamers keep their schedules. Well, that's nice for them. I keep my schedule when I can, but when I can't keep my schedule, I don't worry about it too much. And speaking of making my own schedule and deciding what I do and when I do it, I am all done for the day. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I don't think I'm going to be on over the weekend, but I will see you guys back on Monday. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We will see you somewhere in Azeroth again sometime soon. Bye for now.